disciples, it is I, Blackmetal Jesus, your Lord and Savior.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and in today's video I wanted to talk about corpse paint. That's right, we're going to go over the stuff that's on my face right now. No, I didn't get jizzed on and punched in the face twice. This is actually corpse paint. Now, for the uninformed, corpse paint is a kind of makeup heavily used in black metal. And before we get into the stuff that I particularly used and a couple of the inspirations that I had, let's go over a brief history of corpse paint so you're all caught up. So, corpse paint was started in the late 80s, early 90s with the band Mayhem. And this was really the first band in the black metal scene in Norway, starting with the second wave. And their singer Dead, who is now dead, shotgun to the head. Brutal. I've seen the picture. Anyway, so he heavily used corpse paint, mainly because he felt dead inside and he wanted to show that, and he genuinely wanted to be dead, which he is now. Which, by the way, Kurt Cobain got the idea for the shotgun to the head from Dead. Gonna go ahead and get that out of the way. Dead did it first. Anyway, so bands like obviously Mayhem, Dark Throne used it in their covers. I forget if they still do. Immortal, Gorgoroth, Marduk. Well, Marduk's actually Swedish, but same time period. So, Mayhem, Marduk, Satyricon, Gorgoroth, Immortal, Emperor at one point. I actually did not know that Emperor ever used corpse paint. But at one point they did. Some other bands that use it, Dimmu Borgir, Behemoth, Hate, Belphegor, Dark Funeral. You kind of see the theme that I'm keeping here. It's primarily black metal bands. So that's just a brief history. It started with the second wave of Norwegian black metal, courtesy of Mayhem, and it is now almost a staple in black metal as a genre. So now that that's out of the way, what's some of the stuff that I use? Well, it's kind of obvious. This being a form of makeup, you're gonna want a moisturizer, and I just use this Lubriderm lotion. It does what I need it to do, and actually, I don't know if it's the lotion or just the fact that I'm taking it off, but it feels really great when I do take it off. I don't know if that's the lotion or just me taking it off, but you are going to need a moisturizer. This is just what works for me. You might have something different. If you use corpse paint a lot, and you do use a moisturizer, well, what do you use? Also, this will actually help the corpse paint stay on. This actually helps it stay on. So you want a moisturizer to use with corpse paint. Then, moving on to the actual stuff itself, you're going to need a white base of some kind. Doesn't matter what kind, this is just the stuff that I use. So, when Black Metal Jesus takes over, he uses, and yes, this is Black Metal Jesus talking, Maron Fantasy FX makeup. It's a cream-based, and this works amazing. This stuff is amazing. Admittedly, right now it could be a little bit whiter, but I'm not trying to look beautiful here. I'm trying to look dead. So, this stuff does the trick. I would highly recommend this. I actually need to get more. It comes in various sizes, obviously. You've got the 1.1 fluid. This is 1 ounce. I saw one with 6 ounces. And then it's like a jar of the stuff. So that's what I use for the white base. And then for the black area, the stuff around the eyes, same brand, but it's the liquid water-based special effects makeup. And these two together, this is the end result. Looks amazing. Well, okay. You guys leave me a comment letting me know what you think. Me saying it's amazing is obviously biased because I did it. Now, for the finer details, this brush is really good. I do love this brush. But when you're trying to get into the crevices of the eyes and stuff, something that big ain't really going to work. So I don't actually use eyeliner, just because it's a different shade of black than that, and that wouldn't look really good. This eyeliner pen, or this eyeliner brush right here, has saved my life more than once. And it works amazing. I don't use the actual eyeliner, but that brush is amazing. So that is just what I use. Moisturizer, Mehron, Fantasy Special Effects makeup, and an eyeliner brush for finer detail. So obviously I have to be inspired to do this. So what are some of my inspirations? Well, one, Abath. Abath Era Immortal. That was actually what gave me the idea to try it. And I really liked the way he did his corpse paint, so I'm like, okay, I'll try and get something similar. And this was what I came up with. But I did have a few others other than just Abath himself. King Diamond. Okay. That guy, he knows how to do corpse paint. Looks amazing. I've actually got a bit of a tribute to him right there. That upside down cross is a tribute to King Diamond because he did inspire me to do this. So there's just two of them, but I do have a couple others. You can kind of thank Marduk. They do use corpse paint in their sets. And obviously me being one of Marduk's biggest fans. Guys, when are you going to do a U.S. tour? Blackmetal Jesus here wants you to do a U.S. tour. Your U.S. fans are dying for one. Please, Marduk, you do a U.S. tour. So anyway, they obviously had a little bit of influence. The movie Deathgasm, you can thank them too, regardless of what your thoughts on that movie were. If you turn off your brain, it's funny. But those are just some of my inspirations. If you yourself want some inspiration, feel free to use this. The people that I just mentioned, Abath, King Diamond, guys in Marduk, any black metal band really. I thought it looked cool and I wanted to try it myself, so they kind of introduced me to it and I went from there. But I haven't read this book yet. I saw this in a black metal werewolf video and decided to get it because I do want to learn more about black metal. And it does have, I did a quick skim through before setting up the film, and it actually has a lot of the pictures from some of the bands that are talked about. And there's one of Emperor doing corpse paint. There's some from Mayhem, Gorgoroth. Just a lot of bands from the Norwegian scene. So you could probably use this book as a little bit of inspiration. And there you go. There's some ideas for you right there on the front. Don't actually steal this because that's part of the cover, but hey, it's pretty cool look. So yeah, that'll be it for this video. Wow, I didn't think I'd be able to talk about corpse paint for 10 minutes. Anyway, like my past videos, I do a recommendation or warning, and today I have another recommendation. The album is The Glorious Burden by Iced Earth. I bought this off of a friend that I work with, and holy crap, it is amazing. It is about the American War of Northern Aggression, more commonly known as the Civil War. I live in the South, it's what we call it down here. But this is actually historically accurate. The guy that wrote the album, he actually did his research, and it actually reflects a very beautiful album. You like Iced Earth, you'll like that. Well, if you like Iced Earth, chances are you've already heard this. So, if you haven't heard Iced Earth, this would be a good place to start. And it's just a good album in general. So, if you see it, pick it up. I do highly recommend. All that being said, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And because we're talking about black metal, and something that always comes up when I talk about black metal is church burnings, Black Metal Jesus is obligated to say that I do not condone arson. If you do decide to burn a church, well, you're an arsonist now, so you have that to deal with. Anyway, all that being said, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. And remember,
Stay cold, my disciples.